So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? Come on, guys. But it's all down to this amazingly modest study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly the 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, grave danger, I fear, is training.
it. I took this during Discord, and I'll have some odd random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
And we will certainly miss you, but he's going to stay special goodbye there, folks. See what happens. The sea is climbing all over the place. The one I'm crashing at first second. Right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants to treat. Do you want to treat with the buttons? Do you want to treat? Okay, just gonna look at me until I actually get off the seat. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You too. See you next time.
So behave yourself buttons this time, okay? Greetings everybody and welcome. And thank you Microsoft for the music. Yes, I love the music at the beginning. Thank you Microsoft, they let me use their music. Hail them. Greetings everybody. Welcome to all our viewers, subscribers and members, and our alien overlords. Welcome. Nanu. We're flying the EasyJet livery today from Liverpool to Dublin. Now I know there was another suggestion yesterday from one of the peeps there. And I'm going to try that the next time, but this was shorter. I think it was Charlie to November Juliet in England. Was it Edinburgh to Glasgow? I think this is shorter. We'll try that one. So this is a real short one. Now I'm under real pressure, folks. Under serious pressure. Yeah. So I've also come prepared here this evening, where I am. Look at this. Look at this, straight away, and everything. She's got her treats and her food and everything, right? Let's get the buttons come on here. She's got everything. So usually, as you well know, I have to jump out. I have to jump. Ow! Produce her buttons. You're being very bold lately, right? So what I've done is I put the treat in my pocket, so I don't have to get up off my seat. This is the treat that produces a button. That produces buttons. You have to promise me, over here, please. You have to promise me, producer buttons. You know that. You don't disturb and jump on the Xbox controller. Now I know this is foolish, that actually happens a fair bit. She jumps up and mashes her ball on the pad, right? And that yesterday it disabled it disabled everything, and then auto throttle went full power and just crazy stuff. I don't know what the buttons do in the controls, to be honest with you. But I use she's eating too fast. I use the controller for the views, you see. So I need to put that on the table. I need to get that sorted out. As you all know as well, she used to get under the cables of the USB cable. Look, it's madness. Now producer buttons. Leave. Oh gosh, she's paying a lot of attention to the controller now. That's it. It's tough going. I mean, who flies, you know, with a pair of blinkers? Like, that's all you can see, really, if you think about it, compared to real flying in the sim. That's it. You're down. You're not flying with your hands. You're using a mouse. So who flies with a mouse? You know. And with a beagle in the cockpit that wants to press all the switches and buttons. That's what's happening. I got a bing. A few moments ago, Lodi Reaper has resubscribed Tier 1 for 19 months now. Wow, Lodi Reaper, thank you so much. You're so helpful and brilliant on the channel. We hail you, Lodi Reaper. So that's 19 months. Lodi Reaper, thank you so much. He says, wow, how the time flies. It's shocking, isn't it? I must get my first stream out and see what that looked like. Someone said I looked really nervous. I suppose I was in a way, because I didn't know, you know. Here we are, Liverpool. Ryanair's there as always, and why is there blank liveries? I specifically said no blank liveries. We're not in the cool part of it, but there is lots of things happening. I said no to blank liveries. That saddens me. Yeah, the interior it's the paid one. It's okay. It's just, no, it's COVID. No one's there at the airport, let's just say that, right? So it's going to be a quick, crazy flight. Now, I'm going to take my time planning from here to Dublin, because it's going to be quick. I'm not going to make any mistakes like yesterday, because yesterday, right, sorry, I'm just going to move the camera there, where it should be. There we go, just buttons, things still says more. I'll read some of the comments now, right? I'll read some of the comments. That's it, buttons. That's all you're getting. Go to bed. She's getting very cheeky these days. I don't know what's going on, folks. I don't know what's going on. Oh, wow. PVG555 has become a member. PVG, welcome. Welcome, PVG. Thank you so much. Wow, that's a new member on YouTube. Folks, you won't see that on Twitch, but on YouTube, thank you so much. And it didn't go bing bang. I got to fix that one day. I need the time, folks. I will get... All that will come through. That should go bing and splash and hooray. But PVG 555, thank you very much to First Lieutenant Mihailio. Thank you so much, PVG. By becoming a member, you're not watching any ads anymore, which is nice. And all the other little bits and pieces that I mentioned when you hit the members button, right? Now, I haven't done a lot of videos because I have no time. I'm doing this in my spare time, but I'm going to get, I don't know, it's a tough one. Maybe I get to that one day and do it somehow a bit easier. I'll figure out something. Anyway, it's all good in that. Thank you very much. And also, PVG 555, by the way, you're supporting the channel, because with those funds, I buy the sceneries and it all goes back into a pot, which goes back into Flight Simulator, right? So thank you so much. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to afford these jets and whatnot, you know. So thank you very much, PVG. Now, on the chat also is Clappy D. Clappy D, thank you. Please don't watch yesterday's stream, Clappy D. You'll be very displeased. Don't watch it. Just don't. Mr. Rainbow Lost Coffee is also on YouTube. He says, when craps learn to fly, they will fly into the wind. Oh, crepes learn to fly. Yes, you always fly into the wind. Always. If you can. When you're taking off and landing, anyway. Johnny F is on Twitch. Nighthawk's on Twitch. Hi, all. He says, Johnny F says hello to all. We'll see if short is really shorter, Nighthawk says. Yes. We'll see. I'm going to try. I think it was you. I can't remember. The Lonely Reaper subscribed. Tier 1. And he says, hey, Johnny, and he's to Nighthawk. And VVT Dep Excel says, hey, bud, what's up? We're flying. I've kind of 1%. I'm 1%. Let's say 1.5%. No, yesterday's stream put it down to 1%. It's very hot in here. But there's no more things. It's very hot in here now all of a sudden. I think I may be coming down. I may be coming down with something, so I'm going to take this off. Bear with me for a second. I think everyone's getting sick, and I'm not the best today, so... Oh! There we go. I'll be demonetized for that, folks. I'd be demonetized. I'll be cancelled. Because I'm showing my bare arms now. Isn't that illegal now as well, probably? Oh dear. Okay, let's get going, folks. Will we get going? What's so distracting? Now, so welcome everybody. Let's do our flight plan first. You go over there, folks. Thank you. Now, I'm just going to get some eye candy here. So we got the runway in the background, and let's get SimBrief open, folks. What does that stand for? It says TTV Dep let me spell it out. TTVDEPIXELL on Twitch. Sorry, on Twitch. That's some clever acronym that I haven't got it. You know, Mr. Rainbow Love Coffee says crabs. I meant to say. Oh yes. Ian Bevington's also with us, just cooking tea but watching. Oh, nice one, Ian. I hope you're cooking. What are you cooking? What's happening? What's on the cooker? Eggs and sausages or something? That's my favourite little snack there. Wait, no, look. Let's just get in the cockpit. Enough chit chat. Let's get to the sim. SimBrief. No, that's Navograph. Oh God. Where's SimBrief? Oh yeah, I have to do this thing now. Oh yeah, I have to do this other thing. Yeah, that's done. Is it done? Yes, that's all done. A lot of preparation. I'm getting ready for the stream, folks. An awful lot of preparation. No, I want you can go. I'll have you though. That's for the chat. Now we have you. Thank you. SimBrief. New flight. New flight. No, I don't edit. Okay. Alright. You see, what happens is I was rushed because I was a little bit late, right? Getting the stream ready. And you gotta stop rushing. This happens in the little airplanes, I notice. Because I'm rushed, I can handle it because I'm used to it. The student watching picks up on that and they start rushing their checklist. It's odd, isn't it? That's what happens. So every time I do that, I said, right, I'm going to slow down now. I'm going to slow down. I should, if I listen to myself. And relax. Once you get in the cockpit, slow down. I don't care if you're late. Slow down. Chill. I'll say to them. I go, what were you doing yesterday? Did this. Grand. Okay, so we'll kick off this checklist slowly. Anyway, that's how it goes. So chill. I'm just excited about the subscription. Thank you very much, guys, and the recent subscribers. Right, okay. New flight. Yep, we're going to depart Liverpool, Echo, Golf, Papa, if memory serves. Yes, it does. We're going to go into Dublin. Now, Dublin has a new runway, folks. Now here, make sure A3... Oh, I did that yesterday. A330-200, and it stuffed up the weights, remember? And someone came on and saved the day. Told me what I did wrong. Alright, A320-200. That's all you need to do. That's it. And just generate the flight. But knowing me, I'm going to put on some extra fuel. I just like a bit of extra fuel, that's all. Why not? And that's it. Now, oh, another thing I was saying about Dublin Airport. There is no 28 right in the sim yet. I wish they'd hurry up with that. So I'm going to insist on running on 28 left. Otherwise it'll screw things up. So we're departing. I'm going to write this down. We're departing. Let's see what the flight plan says. Jesus, what is this? Apps. What is it? What? I don't know. What? There we go. There's our flight plan. Now it's kind of joining the arc there. We'll worry about that in the way if you get a chance to delete some waypoints and just go direct. That's following the arc. Now into Dublin it's always radar vectors in the real world, so see how this goes. Now generate the flight. And that's it. You can really go down. I know there's other levels much higher than where I am. And you get there eventually. When you're streaming this initially, you think this is boring for people. This bit. Setting up, getting ready, doing your flight plan. You just, in my mind anyway, I think, I don't want to bore people. Let's hurry up and get into the air. But no. I'm screwing myself up by doing that. You know? So the wipers are off. The controls are good. Make sure those detents are in place. That's why I bought this thrust booster controller. Set the detents. Engine should be off. Ooh. Spoilers are retracted. Flaps are up. And engine mode selectors are to normal mode. And brakes are off. Great. That's all good. Happy days. Parking brake is on. So let's put the batteries on. 1 and 2. Click. And which the buttons is driving me mad. She's trying to get behind where the cables are. Buttons, usually that's towards the end of the stream when you do that. So I'm just gonna have to gently push it back a little bit so you get the hint. There you go. Now go to bed. Go to bed. She's really trying to wreck the stream. Yes, folks, when you want to fly a single pilot on a on an Airbus A320, you know, do it on your own with a beagle that wants to press all the buttons. Ground power is available. Big clink there. I like that. That pleases me. And let's get these puppies started. Let's get the laser gyros and navigation all ready. I'm going to do it instantly. That's why I switched them off again. Very nice. Good. Now, flight plan. Now let's do the checklist bit there. Where are we? Checklist here. I'm gonna have to put this on the floor. I don't want to because it's just getting the down thing. Engine instruments. No, that's wrong. No. It's been a long day. I liked the morning streams because I was all full of beans when I did the morning streams, you know. Download charts and no time to check weather and forecast. We're going anyway. You know, you're always going to go. I was talking to a pilot and I said, well, you check, you know, like the little aircraft, you check the weather in great detail. But in the jets, go, we just go. Shane, we just go. We're going anyway. We have no choice. It doesn't matter what it's like at the other end, I'll tell you. We're going. And if we have to divert, we'll divert somewhere else. We're going. I was going, okay. Weather forecast, yeah. No, let's load the aircraft. Will we? Let's load the aircraft first. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I'm just going to follow this little checklist here. Come on, Fenix. Let's get the massive balance on here. Let's get ask me here. Import the weather and whatnot. Thank you. Don't worry about the times. Boom. Weather looks good here. Let's put it like, what's it like in Dublin? Oh, it's 2:30. Bit of a crosswind, which makes me nervous in flight sim because crosswinds aren't handled very good in flight sim. It's veering as well, so it's going to be bumpy and choppy. 8,000 meters. I like the low visibility. Light rain. Oh, great. Few at 800 feet. Scattered at 1,800 feet. Broken at 5,000 feet. Great. Temperature 9. G.6. QNH 1005. Wind shear on runway 28 left. No significant change. Wind shear on runway 28 left, folks. We're going to have an interesting approach, so stay tuned. Don't forget, as well, we stream Sundays at 2100 hours. That's 9 o'clock Irish UK time in the evening. And during the week, like now, at 6 o'clock Irish UK time local. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's my ad there. That's my advertisement. Okay, flight plan. Oh, yeah, mass and balance. Sorry. What are you doing? Oh, my God. Mr. Rainbow loves coffee. You are a star. And I'm sorry, I'm really going to get the bing bing. But I'll do the bing bing for now. Rainbow loves coffee. Thank you so much. Buttons is absolutely delighted. She's very pleased. Mr. Rainbow loves coffee. Thank you very much. And that is a super chat on YouTube of 15. He says, we're all counting on you. Take your time and hurry up. Do you know what, Mr. Rainbow? I was thinking of you there, and I was actually going to import the clip of the airplane movie where it says we're all counting on you before I roll, and I was going to press the button. But copyright will just, you know, copyright. I know. It's just the kind of world we live in. Cherokee, hey, how are we doing? He says, evening all, and I'm only here to shout at Gripper. That's, you can shout away. I am happy for that. That is no problem at all. Joanna, there's more people here on Twitch as well here. Where are we? Nighthawk, I said, was with us. TTV Duplex. Where are you flying to? We're going from Liverpool, Echo Golf Golf Papa. It should be. Let me check that. It should be in the description of the video. Yeah, Liverpool to Dublin. Liverpool, England to Dublin. It's a short flight, so I gotta be on top of things. You know, I gotta be shit quick, my friend. TTVDEPIXELL. Rusty Burger Gaming's back with us as well. Good morning to you. And Johnny F says you should really get the Fenix specific sim brief profile for an exact match gripper sim, but that will that would be close enough just for a reference. Yes, I will. I'll do that one day. You know, I will do that at one point. You know, Ian Bevington's with us as well. He says, "Watch your Victor, Victor." And I was going to do all these quotes, but they're going to copyright me. Maybe I'll try one on one stream. I think I'll try that for shits and giggles. Just a bit of fun. You know, a bit of noise, because there is, you know, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Like the music. I'll get to it. Maybe I will. I'll think about it. Okay, let's get on with the flight. Load the aircraft, please. Load the aircraft. Instant. Loaded 62 passengers. Yeah, it goes 60.1 there. Great. And 31.2 the CFG. Yesterday I was getting 140. I was getting bigger airplane. 60.1 and 31.2. Now let's do the flight plan first. We need to go to it. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Question it. So good. As you know, SimBrief is. I've logged on to SimBrief here in the actual aircraft, which is great. Do you know? So that's how it links up. We'll do a Ryanair 3. Cruise, we don't know that yet because I haven't written it down. Let me write all that stuff down now in the flight plan, because I didn't do that today. I didn't actually examine it very well. Did I? No, I just generated it because I like to write things down. There we go. You got some views there. Turn my phone upside down, please. I don't want that going off distracting me whilst in flight. There we go. Let's turn it upside down. Let's examine the flight plan. I'm going to write this down here. Where's my pen? Liverpool, we're departing runway 27. We are taking the oh God, that frightened me. Wall to Tango. Departure. In Dublin, we're departing runway. We're arriving into runway 28 left. And we're using the Bagso 3X arrival. Flight level 20,000 feet, that makes sense to me. 20,000 feet. Flight level 200. All written down nice and neatly. Do you want me to put that in the chat, folks? I'll put that in the folks? I'll put that in the folks. I'll put that in the chat. Yeah. Can't talk. Copy. I'm just going to put that for you, those. Now, as you can see, if you put this in the sim brief, it's the first one anyway. Right? It's the first one, so you don't have to really cut and paste from here, you know? Why could I put a chat into YouTube here? Oh, there we go. Cherokee says, Walt 2 Tango. Wallace 2 Tango. Yeah, Walt 2 Tango. Okay, cool. Very nice. Okay, that's that done. Let's pop it here. And we've done our knit. 20,000 feet, flight level 200. You can put in the 20,000 feet there if you want, but you can do 200 for flight level. Temperature looks about right, that's great. And great, let's have a look at our flight plan. Our departure. The departure is 127. And as I said, it's a Wall 2 Tango. There we go. Boom. And insert. The arrival. Boom. Don't forget to ask questions now if anyone wants to ask questions, because we're looking for newbies, aren't we? Yes. Blaine FX says, hey Gripper on YouTube. I got gifted a flight experience voucher for Christmas with Karen Flight School out of Tegree Airstrip in NI. Don't know if you know it or not, but do you have any advice for a first timer? Yeah, Blaine, I do actually. I don't know it. For a first timer, enjoy it. There's no pressure. It's called an introductory flight, and instructors are only too happy to take you flying. Just enjoy it. Bring a camera if you want to. The instructor will take control of the aircraft off you, because he is going to give you control, because it is a lesson. Should be a lesson. Usually it's a lesson. And if you want to take pictures, just ask to take control for 5 minutes. You can take pictures, and then you hand over control. It's great. You will be flying. You're going to love it, Blaine. Let us know, will you, when you've done the flight, what you think, because you're going to like it. Pick a good. Here's the advice. Have a good feed. You're not going to get airsick. Apparently, if you eat, it's less chance of getting airsick. So have breakfast. You're not going to get airsick. Nobody gets airsick. It's very, 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 very rare. So that's not going to happen to you. You're going to love it. Also, try and pick a good day, a nice day. If you get there and it's low cloud and it's rainy and the instructor's kind of going, yeah, don't postpone it for another day. They won't charge you any more money. They shouldn't do. So pick a good day, have a good breakfast, and enjoy it. That's it. Just enjoy the experience. You know, you're going to love it. You know. Do let us know when you get it. You know. Where was I now? Our arrival. 28 left. 28 left, please. 28 left. There we go. That's 28 left. And we're going to use Baxo. Baxo 3 X-ray. 3 X-ray. 3 Baxo. Let's drop the O. Baxo 3 X-ray. And insert. Now we can examine that. I'm going to get rid of the messages down here. Let me make sure I can see the Twitch comments there as well. Great. BladeFX says, Will do. Cheers, Gripper. Exciting. I'll let you know how it goes. Do let us know, right? Because I think, folks, you can go to any airfield that has a flight school. Because there'll be instructors there wanting to build their hours, especially in America, and they'll be only too delighted to have someone to go flying, because they get their hours up as well. You know, it doesn't cost the earth for one flight. Now, where was I? Yeah, we're going to examine that, right? So let's examine the flight plan. So go to plan mode up here. Then you come back down here. I'm going to go up. Boop, 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 boop. There's the... I might just get rid of that. We'll see. It'll give me a bit of time, because it's going to be shit quick. And in. That looks great. Straight in. Happy days. That's all pleasing. That pleases me greatly. That's all done. Easy peasy. Arc mode. It's not easy when you don't know how, though. Once you know how, it's easy. There you go. Mass and balance now. Mass and balance. So let's go to init page 1. Page 2, excuse me. And let's put our CFGs in there. So I said 60.1 and 31.2. 60.1 and 31.2. 60.1 and 31.2. Good. I always double check it. It's from my old IT days, you know. Fuel planning comes from SimBrief. A lot of people in IT, as you know, especially if you're working on Unix operating systems, just text-based, you want to check your figures. Confirm block. Great, happy days. I'm pleased with that. Let's go to performance now and get our V-speeds for takeoff. So let's go to ground surfaces. Gripper sim. Get things going, please. Let's put the APU on at least, will we? Yeah, and just get some of this stuff on. You know, while we're kind of waiting. Fuel pumps. Now, where was I? Departure. Let's get our V-speeds. Now, I haven't worked out all the stuff in approach, actually. You know, for speeds and approach and all that kind of thing. But I won't have time for that today. You know, runway 27. The surface is dry. Flap config always flaps 1. It's going to be look, it's 2,285. We're going to want toga. Anti-ice is going to be off. Packs are going to be on, and let's load that. Sync the weather there, and calculate. And we're going to get our V speeds for takeoff. 122, 140, 140. 122, 140. 140. I didn't look at the flaps and the flex temp. There's no flex temp because it's full power. Down 2. Flaps 1, down 2. 1 slash down 0.2. Boom. Boom. Good. Now, let's go back to the checklist. Da-da-da-da-da. Batteries, yeah. External power, yeah, we did that. ADRS, set to nav, yeah. Panel display, set brightness. Let's put some does most of the lights. Get rid of the armrest here. We'll get some things lit up here nicely. We'll have that there, and on top there we will have we'll have some lights here. And we will have, let's put the dome light on. That's all good. Let's put the safety belt signs on, and no smoking signs on as well. Nav lights are, I set those on to tell the logo as well. Panel lights are done. Landing gear levers checked down yet. We checked that. Flaps are up. Yes, we checked that. Spoilers are retracted. Fuel quantity, yeah, it was all good. So we can actually check the fuel quantity in here. No, here. Let's get loads of fuel. Safety belt signs are on. No smoking signs are on. De-ice we don't need. Transponder is set to standby. Beacon lights on for startup. Let's put the beacon lights on so we don't chop anybody up. Emergency lights, I already armed them over here. Did I? No, I did not. IMC complete. Departure briefing. Okay, we'll do that when we're taxiing. And doors are closed and locked. APU's already started. Let's put the APU bleed on now because we're going to start the engines now and get pushback. APU bleed. APU gen is already on. Press pushback and let's go. Let's get the pushback going. Mr. Pushback Man, we hop outside before we do the pushback. Right, let's see who's with us just to say hello. Remember, we're on the North European server. Okay, we're on the North European server. Try and keep your spacing if you join us when we're taxiing. Don't worry if you're you know, don't worry about it basically. Try and keep your spacing. Now, sorry, I'm going to clutter up here, meaning I'm activating all the tags. And we have, on the North European server, in Liverpool, John Lennon, Liverpool, Lonely Reaper, The Gun, 007, Susie, Swiss IMU, Swiss SUISSESIMU, I can't pronounce it, Swiss, I'm going to say Swiss, until you correct me in the chat, okay? Johnny F is with us, and Nighthawk. And we're all flying jets today. Looks like. Great. Very nice. Anyone else there further? No. Great, guys. Excellent. So we're going to taxi nose to the left, isn't it? While we're out here. Right. While we're out here. Let's just make sure. Okay, we're going to have to go down the other end. Okay. So what I'll do when I taxi back, folks, I'll taxi out and you follow behind. How about that? You'll taxi all the way. So we want nose to the tail to the left. Tail to the left, folks. Come out here to ground services. Let's disconnect stuff and things. Let's not chop anybody up on the ground. Let's get rid of the ground power unit. And jocks and guns. Good. And gets pushed back. Connect the truck, please. Thank you, Mr. Truck. Let's start engine number 2. Engine mode selector, not to start. And engine 2 start. And I have the bleed air on. Oh, good. Let's get our push back. Has he done his thing? Start. There we go. There we go, folks. Of course, brakes are off. It's all running smoothly now so far today. Oh, the truck. Okay, it's magic. There's Looney Reaper there. Thank you, Looney Reaper there. And hopefully we won't smash into an aircraft behind now. Yesterday, I almost went to the grass. I almost went into the grass. Oh, right. Okay, let's get back to the cockpit here quick and fast and start turning. No. Yes. There we go. Cheddar key. The cheddar key says, "Hey, Blaine FX. Just research that airport. The runway crosses a road. It's just like Gibraltar Airport, but a little smaller. Enjoy the flight." Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds very cool. Stopping the truck here now. Engine number 1 is available. Then let's start engine number 2. Engine number 1 now. Okay, engine number 1 off. There it goes. Nose wheel steering disabled. We'll have to check that. What is that? Okay, let's get rid of the truck. Parking brake on. Let's get some taxi lights on. Good. Strobes on auto already. Very nice. Oh, it's looking good now. Interesting. Nose wheel steering, it said, was not working or not serviceable. I thought nose wheel steering was by engine 1. The hydraulics was from engine 2. I don't know. There we go. There's the engine kicking off there now. Fuel pump switches are already on. Mode selector. Yeah, we've done all that. Okay, so once engine number 1 is ready, we can push the engine mode selector to normal mode, which is about now. There we go. Good. Hydraulic pump switches are already off. APU now, we can get rid of the APU. APU bleed off. And master off. Mode selector is already set to normal. Very nice. Let's begin taxi. Now, we did say, let's use the other one here now from time to time. Down 2 for the trim. So let's go to controls. You can test all your flight controls, of course. You know, now it is the same. We all know it's going to work. You know, left to right, 4 spoilers, back to neutral, all that kind of stuff. Pitch, back to neutral, back pressure, back to neutral, and all the controls. But it's the same. We know it's going to work. But here's the trim here. We want that down 2. So if you want it exact, there you go. That's down 2. We're going to check it here. There you go. That is that done. Autopilot. I'm going to put it up to our 20,000 feet straight away. Transition is 5,000 feet here. Flight directors are both on. Auto brake is set to. We should be doing this as we're taxiing, but I'm only one person. Auto brake set to max, and we're going to arm the spoilers. And that's all good. You set the trim. Let's start taxiing, folks. Park the brake off, and let's taxi. Now I'm going to pull down beside this bluebird here. I'm going to clutter down for the moment, and then we're going to have a look outside. It looks really cool when we're all taxiing down the taxiway, because everyone here on the channel is very, as you would expect from flight simmers, very... They finesse, if you know what I mean. They're clever people. I'm not one of them, though. They're very clever people. Do you know? I'm going to have to really squeeze it here. That jet bird is parked foolishly. I can tell you that straight away. Randy Phillips is saying hello. Hello, he's saying. Now we're on the taxiway. Here we go. So that wasn't too bad. I'm hitting B for QNH 1008. The B button is great. I should have done it. I was doing it manually before. I just didn't think of it. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's terrible. Thank you, Clappy D. He says on YouTube, enjoy the stream. Consider subscribing. You know, hit the like button at least. There we go. We're taxiing along nicely now. I'm going to, while we're doing that, I'm going to put the constraints on. I am going to make sure we got 10 miles. We're on arc. You know, the lights are on the taxi. We're going to put our transponder and TCAS on as we enter the runway. Spoilers are armed, and we can hit the takeoff config button. Boom. Oh, doesn't like something. Oh, everything's fine. So it's auto brakes max, yeah. See, so I love that. It tells you everything. And I hadn't gotten to putting the flaps to take off. Right, so flaps should be in takeoff, which is 10. Or sorry, flaps 1. I think of the little aircraft there. Digital wind shear is off. We can put that on now along with the radar. So here, everything's green. I hit the test button again. Takeoff config normal. Everything's good. That is so cool. I love that about the Airbus. It tells you. I was braking the airplane the other day, you know, starting to play with failures and stuff. It tells you what to do. I mean, I had to look for, what's that button they're telling me to press? I had to look for that, but other than that, it's just, it's the you know, it's the generation aircraft we deserve. You know, it really is. Just looking at the chat there, paying attention to the old chatty piece. Very nice. Thank you, Clappy D. I'll hit the recorder now. So when we get to the other end, I'm going to replay the takeoff and of course the landing, which is most important. It's going to be choppy. Now, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, recorder started. Thank you, Clappy D. I'm going to tell you right now, right? This landing's going to be messy. And I'm telling you, 110%, I know this, because I've tested it with the little airplanes. And the crosswinds on Microsoft, once those wheels touch down, they're off the runway. And the takeoff is very hard as well, so I'm not taking that personally. So if you're having problems with the crosswinds on Microsoft Flight Simulator, don't be beating yourself up. Because I tried with a 15 knot crosswind in a Cessna, you know. And I do it all the time, it's easy. 15 crosswind is nothing really. Nothing to worry about. But in the sim, you're the land and there's too much pressure of the wind and the tail at simulator and the nose goes off the runway and you can't keep it. That's crazy. So they'll fix it. So just don't beat yourself up. Other than that, Microsoft Flight Simulator, I don't mean to put them down, they're stars. They are the heroes of the aviation flight simming community for many, many eons to come. We shall pray to them. There will be songs sung and poems written about Microsoft Flight Simulator, folks. Especially their music. I like the music. Okay, line up and wait. We're going to take it as our instructions are to line up and wait. Now, I'm not going to look down, because we all know what happens. If I look over here and start switching stuff, I'm off the taxiway. I'm gone, you know? So I'm going to wait till I'm lined up before I put stuff on. You know? That's what's going to happen. Now, let's see if I can get this lined up. Let's see if I just get this. Easy now. Let's get it right on. I'm going too fast to begin with. Oh, the passengers are back and getting sick now with that. Not quite. Now I'm going to hold here, wait for everyone to catch up. Remember now you're spacing, folks. Park and brake on. What we want our takeoff lights on. We want our nose light to take off. We want our TCAS. I'm just putting a TA, and I put my transponder on, and we're all good to go, folks. I'm just going to check it here. Park, brake, flight instruments, engine instruments, takeoff data, nav equipment, yeah. Strobe light. Oh, it says strobe light to on. Okay. Different checklist. Pido heaters, auto, anti-ice, required transponder, and chrono. Okay, good. Okay, folks, let's have a look outside and say hello to the folks before they go. Oh, there's a little one. There's a little one. This. There you all. Let's say a chow to the folks following us there. Johnny F, Empathy, Lonely Reaper, Nighthawk, and there's someone there. Their tag's not coming up. I don't know why it does that sometimes. There's Bilbo Ratbacks. Bilbo Ratbacks, and welcome. We'll see you on the way, whoever that is. It's not displaying the name. And what I'm going to do, because I'm going to hop outside quickly, and I know it's dodgy, but when I hop outside, I want the view of us departing the runway, even for a second. It's all about eye candy. I'm going to declutter. I'm going to do the parking brake off. Oops. Why do we have a warning here? Side stick calibrate none zones. That's no problem. That's just the sim. Let's start the chrono and let's go, folks. We're going to use full power, so let's go up to 40%. Brakes are on, or 50%. No. Let's make sure those engines are stable. Come on. It's very small throw on my physical controls there. That's good. Brakes off and very gently to all the way to Toga. Okay, man Toga. Forward to the stick, SRS set to climb. Runway nav. And auto throttle is blue. We got 60 knots. I'm trying to get in the center line. There's 80 knots. Now I'm releasing the back forward pressure on the stick. There's 100 knots. Speed looks... Oh, we've got no speed indicator. Rotate. I went past V1, so I was going. Okay, so I had nothing on the speed indicator. Okay. Oh no, sorry. No, I was like... Oh god, I'm tired. Never mind. Forget that last thing, please. Get that last thing I said. Don't say anything. We had speed. I was looking in the wrong place. Oh wow. So we're all good. And we're going to set our throttles to climb. Climb power set. Climb thrust is set. Taking our turn. Accelerating for flaps. Lower the nose a bit, it's a little bit too high. Let's activate the autopilot, because we won't get outside otherwise. Flaps are to come shortly. There we go. Liverpool Airport, right by the sea. I love the way the sun glints off the airplane. It's really quite cool. You know. Really nice. 3,000 feet now. Flaps are coming up. Gears up. Flaps are in transition. Good. 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 After takeoff checks. We're going to get to those now. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you now. We don't need the brakes. We put those off. We'll disarm. Disarmed. Coming up to our 4,000 feet, which is the restriction. That's great. Speed's looking good. We're on profile. Everything's fine. I think that's going to happen. Very nice. Takeoff checklist. Climb out checklist. Thrust levers are set to the climb to 10. Yes, they is. And it's I check here. You know, and I check here. It's going to be frustrating for people because if I had that in full, we just keep climbing. We'll just bust altitudes. It's a pain, you know, to get those detents correct. And that's why I bought. It's one of the main reasons I bought the Thrustmaster. Autopilot 1 is engaged. Taxi lights are off. Yes. Altimeter is. We're going to change that to 5,000 feet now. Below 10,000 feet in ATC. Okay, fine. Everything's done. So that's the after takeoff checklist complete. Flaps are up, the gears up, and no lights and all that kind of stuff. Let's have a look outside. There we go. I love it. Let's have a look at the chat. Johnny F73 says it's the gun. Hello. The gun, is that 007 is saying hello to you? Greetings all. No, let's... I don't remember here. I'm going to take my camera off for a moment. Let's get some real estate for the eye candy. No, no, you go off now, please. You go off on my face. I'll be back in a second. There we go. Every time I play Flight Simulator, or Flight Simulator, it is a simulator. I'm just looking out there at that view. It's just stunning. It's the clouds and that noise. I hear a noise, very loud noise. Is that another jet there passing by or something? Look at that. Okay, let's check. Let's get ready, because this is going to be a quick hop. I have no time. That's the 5,000 feet. See what I mean? It's... there we go. Standard set. Standard set. 4,000 feet to go. Or 3,000 feet to go. Weather in Dublin. 1005. I'm going to put that in this one. Let's go into our flight plan now. Performance. Climb is good. Cruise is good. Set is, it's all managed. QNH. I said what was it? 1005. I did say I'd read out the weather, didn't I? Okay, so meteorological actual report. That's the weather on the ground in the airport. Okay. Echo India Delta Whiskey EIWD DW is the OK identifier for Dublin. It was issued on the 5th, which is today, at 18:30 Zulu. The wind is 230 at 10 knots, but it's varying from 170 degrees to 280 degrees. The visibility is 8,000 metres, so 8 kilometres. Light rain. Few clouds at 1,200 feet. Broken clouds at 4,500 feet. Temperature's 9. Dew point is 6. QNH is 1005. Wind shear runway 28 left, which means us. Oh shit! No significant change. I don't know why. This definition does my head in. Anyway, temperature 9. It's quite warm for us here in this part of the world. You know, negative wind is 230 at 10 knots. Clouds is 5,000 feet. Approach, I'm going to go 145 if you don't mind. Not 154, 145. Barrow, let's check our minimums, shall we? Sorry, I just dropped something on the floor there. Just really had the camera off. Now, folks and folkettes. Sorry, I'm just readjusting the window here before I bring it over to you. What? Dublin. Boom. 28 left. Approach. 28 left. No. No, yep. Localizer. Minimums. We're going to go Cat 1. Okay, because it's going to do it manually. 402 feet, which means the runway height is 202 feet. 202 feet. Okay. So it's 200 feet. 402. In the barrel. 402. On the radio. In the barrel. In the barrel. Good. Flaps are going to be full. So that's our approach done. Change that if it changes on the way. Let's go to rod nav. Check our radios. ILS for Dublin is 111.35. Shoop. 111.35. 111.35. Approach course 278. 278. 277 is always 1 degree out sometimes. It's got the Wallasey VOR, which is... Where are you? Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. 114.9. 114, that's Dublin VOR. That's great, that's in there. Happy days. That's all good. I'm happy with all that. That's fine. That'll do. That'll do for us for now. Really nice. And let's go back to flight plan. We have 107 miles only to go. We're 20,000 feet multiplied by 3, which is 60. So at 60 miles out, we're going to start our descent. Pretty much about there. So effectively, it's going to get busy. Busy there. There we go. There's our peeps there.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may realize your safety belts and stumble around the cabin now. We'll be passing out alcohol shortly. Please order more than just one drink at a time. Customary. The toilets are also ready for use, while left is due now to defecate is beyond us. Thank you.
Very good. 900 feet to go. 800 feet to go. And we're all fat, dumb and happy now, folks. You know, let's zoom out a little bit on the thingamajiggy. It's got 35 miles before we start descending only. That'll be very quick. Here we go. Welcome to the cruise. Welcome to the cruise. Where are the others? Why can't I see you? Oh, I can. I can see your lights. Let's flutter up. Where are the boys? Oh, it's gone choppy there. That annoys me. I don't know why that does it. That should not happen. If that happens, tell me no. Anything you don't like with the sound or anything like that, you let me know. I can't see the boys. They're probably still getting ready. Look at that. Oh, look at that nastiness. That's where we're going, folks. CBs. All sorts of nastiness is awaiting for us. You see, yesterday's stream, I said, look guys, it's going to be, a short trip, but we'll quick turn around and it'll all be a very quick stream, right? And we'll do 2 trips. No. I'm going to go back to Liverpool, by the way. So we'll see how it works out. Johnny F says, oh, I just got a buffet alert on the 737. How cool is that? Nice one. Oh, Johnny F, you're the gun. Okay. Let me get my camera back here. You're the gun. Let's get the cameras ready for approach. Let's get buttons cam here. Let's get my face back again. And let's see our passengers. Passenger is stowed. Yes. Thankfully. So let's get ready now. The base of the VOR. We intercept the VOR. 3,000 feet. No, 2.5. 2,500 feet. Boom. So intercept that. 2,500 feet. 1, 2. Click there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I have to do is push that in, manage mode, and we'll start descending. So we're doing 300. Let's just keep an eye on this weather here in Dublin. Now it's 1005. God, things are happening fast there. Oh, it was 1005. Nothing. It was 1005. Okay, I thought it changed. So we still got a bit of wind shear. Now it's wind shear. One way to it left. This is going to be an adventure. The nastiness will... Excuse me, very burpy. That's what I'm just doing fizzy drinks, folks. That's what happens. Okay, you're talking amongst yourselves there. We get to take the left at Albuquerque, yeah. Okay, so let's do our cruise checklist. Alright. Cruise checklist. List. Oh god. 15 miles to do that in. Engine instruments, that's fine. Fuel quantity check. I checked that. That's fine. Fuel's all good now. Well, let's just do it anyway. Let's just do it anyway to fill our time, will we? Fuel, all good. Yeah, loads of fuel there. No boop boop. Autopilot is fine. Lights is required. Yeah, off. ATIS information in Dublin. We got that. Altimeter is checked. Yeah, radios are set. De-ice, we don't need it. We'll need it for the way down. Top of descent. Set TCAS to below. Descent speed. Don't know what that is. Good. And transition altitude. Now, here's my new rule. At transition altitude, I get on the approach mode. Set the Q and H. Make sure the recorder's on. Right. That's transition altitude. So my next step is to kind of imminently now. Just here. We're going to start descending now. So I'm going to hit the push button in, which is up arrow for manage mode to descend to 2,500 feet. Should look after everything, but I'm going to manage it. Then at 10,000 feet, I'm going to switch on the landing lights, switch the safety belt signs on. Then a transition altitude. Arm approach mode, which is in the FMC, and the Q and H. Now, when I hit the approach mode here, someone said that much earlier on. Should I do that at transition? I don't know. Let's see what you say. I can't remember. I should wrote it down. At 10,000 feet, activate approach. Oh no, that's the approach here. Okay. Okay. There's no harm in getting ready in your head, is there? Now it's slowing down, which is great because it knows it's going to descend. It knows it's going to descend, which is great. What did I say? 60 miles out. We are 69 miles out currently. So my little... Okay, it was 9 miles out. Big deal. But it's just nice to know manually. So it'll be 68 miles out. So it's 8... That's 68. Let's see 67 coming in here now. I'm watching this arrow here. 67. Okay, so 7 miles out. Let's start our descent. Push it in. Thank you. We're coming down. Very nice. On profile, on speed. All going very smoothly. Yes, it's going to go really smoothly today. Everything's going to be perfect. Just wants to keep on top of things. So we're coming down already. You know? How are the passengers getting on? Nice view, isn't it? Let's do my camera thing. This might go crazy. Crazy. Okay, so what I have to do is to go back. Go back to the cockpit. Control Shift. Yeah, okay, F12. That's the Tobii eye tracker. F12. I should show that. You know. So it's just nice to have the Tobii eye tracker. It just opens the little bit of atmosphere to you, you know. I do like the Tobii eye tracker. I really do. 18,000 feet now. Some random. Philip says, I'm loaded into Dublin and get the plane set up while you come in. Oh, I see. So Philip's in London. He's getting ready. Okay. Because Philip, you're starting like the rest of us, aren't you? You're kind of getting to know the Airbus, aren't you? You know, I think. Now let's go back to the seat. 17,000 miles, 7,000 feet to go. Oh, one thing I want to do now. Let's have a look at the other seat there. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a bit more realistic there, isn't it? Ah! That's pretty cool. Really nice. Wow. Really? Control space. Back to the cockpit. There's someone ahead of us there. That must be some person. Well, that might be traffic on the side. Oh, that's the gun. There he is. There's the gun ahead of us. There's the gun. There's Dublin there with all the peeps in it. It's going to be crazy. 15,900 feet now. We're on profile and on speed. Everything's looking dandy. You know, the flight, I've done these flights, okay? I've done these flights. Ian Bevington's waiting in Dublin because we're going to go back to Liverpool, folks. I've done these flights and it's 50 minutes or something, 40 minutes. It's very short. But you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you drive to the Dublin airport, you got to queue, you got to wait, they got to check your bags. The actual get into the airport and all that nonsense probably take about 4 hours for a 40-minute flight. It's, you know, I get the ferry if I can. I'm getting the ferry in future. That's it. Yeah, I get the ferry. Much more leisurely and interesting. You know. Cherokee says activate the approach in the MCDU at 10,000. That's it. Okay, great. So I'm going to write this because you told me this before, and I wrote it down. Approach mode at 10,000 feet. Okay. Right, that's written down now. So that's going to kick off. That 10,000 feet is going to kick off a list of things. Right. So 10,000 feet. Approach mode, lights. Yeah, approach mode and lights. Done. So that'll be from now on. Because I think what's happened there to me loads of times is I just haven't, because I just stream and I sit down and I kick off. I don't think about it, you know, and I keep, you know. So that's, if you don't put approach mode on here, right, you go into performance. It's gonna screw things up on you. You're gonna be going too fast and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of joining the arc here a little bit. So we just play along with this, shall we? 12th. Look, the darkness has begun, folks. I'm getting a bit nervous now, I have to tell you. Only because hopefully buttons won't kick off or approach. Because of the landing, I am getting a little bit nervous because it infuriates me when it doesn't go the way it should go. I know. 11,800 feet. There is the we're in the soup now. I love the way the airplane fades out. Look at that. I'll zoom in. I love the way it does that. Microsoft, you've outdone yourself. Look. Just fades away. Okay. 11,000 feet. All good. Dublin is packed with aircraft on Volanta. What's Volanta? Frame's getting a bit choppy there. Dublin's packed on a Volanta. Let's clutter up here and see if we can see. There's a few people in Dublin there. Is it busy? Is there another streamer taking off from Dublin? When is that darn Dublin scenery update coming from 28 right? I'd like to know. I would like that. 10,000 feet now. Let's clutter down. Let's just check that. Yeah, okay, it's not choppy. Oh, it's a tracking app. I thought so. It's a really good one. Okay. So Dublin's busy, folks. Now that shouldn't be happening. Why is it doing this now on the stream? That really will upset me if it's. So it should be smooth. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me know in the comments. Put loads of exclamation marks on or something. Okay, there's our 10,000 feet. We got a warning there as well. What's the master caution for? Icing. Okay, let's put the icing on. Let's not flip-flap around the icing, folks. Popey's is on auto. Icing is looked after because we're in the clouds. Let's arm approach mode. Activate approach mode. Boom. Now it's going to slow down. Have you tried the Orbex Dublin scenery? I have that actually, Johnny F. It's old-fashioned. It's not bad. Yeah, it's kind of porty. It's ported slightly. Do you know? But I think there's going to be a better. I don't think Orbex made that. Was it someone else who has one? There's another one. Some random Philip says just spawned at Dublin. Loads of traffic. Now I have a I have the fastest internet speed you can get. By the way, that is showing as choppy in my screen, folks. For Twitch, that is. I don't want that to happen. I don't know why that's happening. Is that looking choppy to you, folks? Does that look choppy to you? Let me know. 8,600 feet now. Now I'm going to turn the camera right and left. Okay, now it's perfect. Is it choppy? It's not bad. It is choppy. Okay. I have about 1,000 feet to go out. I'm going to check to make sure nothing's downloading in my end here. So I'm back in 8 seconds. Okay, all is good. All is good. Nothing is downloading. So I just thought I'd want to check that. You know, sometimes you might have an Xbox, or I have a PlayStation as a media server, so it could download something, but I have so much bandwidth it should be okay. But we'll see. It could have been the Xbox or the PlayStation. Sorry. Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be making our approach shortly. We ask that you take your drink,
My knee pad.
eat, and fasten your safety belt. We'll be offering more drinks shortly.
Let's turn off the cabin lights here.
This is time to thank you all of our subscribers and members for supporting our endeavors. If you are not a subscriber on Twitter or member on YouTube, please consider joining in order to secure our adventures far into the future. Thank you.
That's all you're going to see. Nothing much happening there. Okay. So transition altitude's coming up, and I'm going to then, after that, I'm going to just talk about what I'm doing rather than the chat. So let's have a look at the chat. So Randall, it's not too choppy actually. Coming up in 20 miles out, gripper, ice front. Yeah, I did say 20 miles, didn't I? Yeah, 25 miles. Thank you, Clappy D. Everything's fine so far. Still waiting for the transition altitude of 5,000 feet. Let's double check the QNH hasn't changed. No, my flight. Let's refresh that. QNH 1005. Everything's going well so far. Let's not, I don't want to get cocky. It has happened in the past. I'm going, oh, such and such said, and I read the comments. Oh, that's interesting, and that new thing's out, is it? And then I'm like 2 miles out. Sterile cockpit. So that's gonna happen. Let's put your terrain radar on there. Actually, I'm gonna leave it off to save FPS. What FPS am I getting today? Okay, it's looking good. 40 frames. Now I have it tethered to 30 frames a second. All you need in Microsoft Flight Simulator, folks, is 24 point something frames per second. Okay. 25 frames a second, let's say. 6,000 feet an hour descending to transition. If you think about it, all your movies are 24 point something frames per second. So if you got 25, if you got 30 frames a second, you're winning. So Johnny F says it's a bit choppy. Can I land? We're going to go into the wind a bit. We'll have a little bit of a crosswind from the left, I feel. You know, we're 6,000 feet now, and the wind's 41 knots. Some random Phillips says, oh, you're just giving the flight plan for the way back to Liverpool. Great. The 24, Johnny F says the 24 FPS thing, yeah. I don't know, what do you reckon? Now, I think it's if you're playing Call of Duty or something, it's important, I think. Is it, Leanie? Oh, it would be, if you got 30, you should be fine, but Call of Duty, I think maybe it makes a tiny difference, no? If you're shooting people. I'm going to put my QNH on now, just assuming we're, because this takes ages. It's going to give out to me now because I'm so slow. I'm going to hit the B button just to make sure. Oh, I don't know why I did that now. Why did I do that? Jesus. 1005. I'm activating approach mode. There. This button here. Boom. Putting on the LS. 14 miles out, getting ready for flaps. Ten miles out, flaps 1. Got 3.6 miles to go. We're on the glide slope. Johnny F says you can't see a thing in Dublin. 20 miles to go. I'm going to take a right turn then, and then we're on final. We're going below the glide slope, which pleases me. Approach is armed. What I'm expecting to see here is the localizer is going to start coming across here. Okay. And I want to be under the glide slope. That's what I'm checking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be landing.
Approach Chief Traverse radios, speed 210 knots. The vast, no, that's fine. Landing lights are on. Taxi lights are on. Auto brake is on medium. I mean spoilers.
If your baby is screaming during the approach, please ensure that
2.7 miles now. And we're good.
On behalf of
We're about 10 flaps out now. Speed checks. We're on finals now, folks. 3,400 feet. We're on the glide. I can actually see the runway slightly. So, there's a big shower. Look at the big shower. There is Hope to the left. And that's getting choppy again. It's doing my head in. Let's fix that. Let's stay in the cockpit now and not flip-flop around. And check that choppiness for you here. Now it's smooth again. I don't know why it does that. It's going to be nice and smooth. 8 miles out, flaps. Let's disable the autopilot and let's get this thing down, shall we? Gear down. Autopilot I can do. Let's get my mouse ready to switch off the warning. Autopilot off. My airplane now. Less is more. Less is more. 800 feet a minute I'm looking for.
2,500.
Flaps 3 now. Big nose forward there. Why is it going so fast? What have I not done now? Why am I going in 160 knots? Full flaps now. Why is it going so fast? The throttle's off. Going fully manual, no throttle. I want 145, I want it. I don't know why that happened. Check for that heading thing. That's fine. I'm going to add a little bit of power to keep it 145. So full flaps, gear down, no lights. 3 grains. A little bit more power now. So now in Dublin, when the new scenery comes out, we'll expect to see a runway to the right side of the screen as I see it here now. A little bit slow, add a little bit of power. I'm going to be very sensitive with the power. Easy now, don't add loads, because I've got I'm putting millimeters on the throttle here. It's too slow. I know. It's going to be too much now, what do you say? Half scale or not fail. Half scale %. Now, and we're all aware, I tend to come a little bit high. Just trimming even. There you go, look at that. It's going to be too fast.
$1,000.
My eyes are all over the shop, which is supposed to be. Too fast. Why is it 160 knots there? Give it 150 is fine. There we, now it's getting choppy. Wind is from the left. Headwind. We're not going to have a problem to cross it. It is choppy. It's choppy.
$500.
That's good. Keep it coming in. A little bit of power. A little tiny bit more power.
100 above.
We're all looking good now. Yeah, I'm going to go under the glide slope. Look, the pappies are green. Sorry, the pappies are good.
Minimum.
Alright, continue landing.
$100.
Yeah, you see the way the touchdown marker is there? There we go. But that's the, it just comes up on me. You see that?
50,
every time.
40, 30, 20.
Thank you.
Retard.
Oh!
Retard.
What? I don't think I was going fast enough. I think I should have been going faster than that. Reverse off. Didn't need any brakes. Brakes off. The last bit, it's like the airplane adds power. Because it was all set up, I shouldn't have to do anything. It was all set up, and all of a sudden, it's like I'm ballooned into the air. Maybe it was the gusts. Do you know, maybe it was the gusts. But I just got ballooned into the air. Maybe I should have been going a little bit faster. Because I chopped the power and it just came down. Anyway, we'll see in the replay. We will see in the replay. Now, as I said, the replay, I'm going to halt here. I'm going to tidy up the aircraft. Flaps are up. Maybe the park brake on so I don't end up in the ditch. Oh, yeah, there you are. Disarm the brakes. Switch off the radars. Switch off the TCAS to standby and the transponder to standby. Ah! Good. Landing lights. Switch off the ice, we don't need it now. Switch the lights to retract. Nose light onto taxi when we turn our lights on. And we're good to taxi. What's this? I don't know who they are. They'll come up soon. So it's busy in Dublin. I have a 40 knot headwind on approach. Yeah, it probably died or something. Look, it was Poppy. It was Poppy. Come on, move forward now, Airbus. What's the red line here? Okay, nothing there. Nothing wrong there. So we're all good. On. I would love, I keep saying this, I know. But I'd love to examine that landing now and have a look at the wind there and see what happened with the wind. Did it all of a sudden disappear at final? Do you know? Was it a gust? What was going on there? Do you know? And there's no way of doing it yet. You know? There's all the boys. I would love to examine the whole flight. That'd be interesting. Now, actually, folks, do you know what Clappy D I might do, folks? Because it messes up the stream. Would it be terrible, right, if I were just to go to the gates, do the turnaround, and when we get to the other side, we'll do both landings at the end of the stream? Would you be okay with that, folks? Would you mind terribly? Because it would make it much smoother with regards to the turnaround, because it's a bit messy. Let's halt here and see what the ATC has to say about... We'll just slow down. See what the ATC has to say about taxiing to the gates. Okay, fine. Let's put the radio wheels on and see what that takes us. There's someone on approach there. Let's touch her up and use that. That's just traffic. So Dublin Orbex is okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to when the runway 28 right is added to the sim. I mean, it's not a lot of work. Oh no, I read somewhere that they're doing, who is it, damn it, FM Studios or something. A developer are really doing a good job in Dublin. So the Orbex is okay. Because it was, I think, a bit of a port, but MK Studios, is it? MK Studios? Deputy says sounds good, yeah. We'll do all the replays at the end of the stream. Where are you taking us? I'm not going down there. Oh, no. Oh, I'm parking where I want, thank you very much. That's all there is to it. Crossing runway, permission granted. See, there was an ATR coming towards me. Do you know? Oh, bit of a chop there. Where's all the lights? I'd like some evening lights in Dublin. Or maybe if they switched on the lights a little bit earlier. Do you know the way the lights come on automatically at a certain time? That's another. These are all little things that they could do, you know. I'll park up here. That is more traffic from something. Giving him right away. Makes a power. There's the old terminal there, and we're going here. I should have chosen an Aer Lingus delivery, really, shouldn't I? You know? I should have. Should have, would have, could have. I don't know what that is there. Is that a terminal there? I don't know what that is. Get in here? Yes. Get in here. So this evening time they should have lights, really. Those lights should be on. It should be lit up like a Christmas tree. But as you can see, it's not the best. When Flight Sim came out, Orbex had a terrible habit, which is an awful pity. Because I was a fan of Orbex, really was. They shouldn't have ported this stuff, man, you know. They should, it just upset me. Do you know? Here we go to the gate. There's Lufthansa to the left, and play, whatever that is. Slow down now, let's not go like lunatics. There we go, back on. Let's do the turnaround, we'll do the replay at the other side, yes? Okay, so we want to switch engines off, but before we do that, I didn't put the APU on, so I'm going to put the APU on here. 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000, I should have done that. Come on. Auto landing checks. What do I use the? Oh yeah, the APU. I missed that. Okay, no big deal. APU is on. Anti-ice is off. We can now switch the engines off. Not yet though. We can attach the ground power. Let's ask for ground power, please. Give me some ground power, please. Ground services. Give me some ground power here, please. Chocks and guns. Let's get the forward stairs on the left side. No, we don't need stairs, sorry. That's silly. Get the jetway. There we go. There's the jetway coming up. Very nice. Let's switch off those engines now. Oh, let's wait for the APU first, because we all know what will happen. Let's get the ground power. I have it. Ground power, is it available? Tell me it's available, please. It is available. Ground power is on now. Now we can switch off the engines. There we go. Engines are off. And deboard. Arrived. Commence deboarding. Yes, deboard. Welcome to Dublin, folks. Let's do the turnaround now. Let's be... Oh, bleh. I don't know why the... oh god, did I not switch off the strobe lights? No. Parking brake thrust levers, grant, electric. No, it's not sparking. After landing. Flaps, spoilers, engine roads, landing, strobe lights. Off. Didn't read the checklist. Go. Go. There we go. Yeah, let's see outside. Yeah, all the lights are off. Great. Where is the jetway gone? Why is the jetway disconnected? Thank you, jetway. Now, let's do our flight plan. Let's also, whilst we're doing the flight plan, for eye candy purposes, folks, let's get some trucks and stuff. I'm not using GSX, you know why? You know why? I can't stream with it. Let's get catering. Let's get some food and sandwiches and the baggage service. Yes. Okay, folks, let's do the flight plan for the way back. I'm just going to get rid of my camera for the moment, if you don't mind, and I'll be back. That's my face gone, and this cam is gone. And I don't see any trucks arriving, folks. So it's going to be a night arrival into Liverpool. It'll be dark by the time we get there. Let's get our sim brief up here, folks. And let's go new flight. I'll be here for a moment. Okay, new flight, please. Echo India Delta Whiskey to Echo Golf Papa, which is Liverpool. Echo Golf Papa. I'm going to write this down now. Echo India Delta Whiskey to Echo Golf Papa. I'm just using my pen here. Good, that'll do. And happy days. Alternatives back to Dublin. That makes, yeah, okay. A320. Yeah, just before, right? Let's check Liverpool out here. Just to, I don't like the RNAV at the moment so much. Let's go to, so transitions 5. Okay, great. Here, so let's go to Papa. Don Lennon. Guys, do me ILS on both. Great. I'm pleased with that. I like to put on a bit extra fuel on board. That's all fine. I usually check the first one here. That looks fine. Let's just check our departure runway. See, 28 right. No, that's going to mess us up because we don't have 28 right in Dublin. Be wary of that. You know? Be wary of that happening to you. So make sure it's 28 left. It's going to screw you up a little bit. So that's all I wanted to change there. Generate the flight plan. Come on. Let's have a look at our briefing package. I think some of you asked why am I using this one. This is the one for Aer Lingus. I just want to... I haven't confirmed it. I haven't got someone to look at it. But I want to... 19,000 feet. Flight level 190. Okay, so that's our level I've been given. Flight plan. Taking off runway 28 left. We're coming into runway 27 to Liverpool. The exit for Dublin is Bravo, Oscar, Foxtrot, Uniform Mike 1 Alpha. I thought it was like Sniffy 7 Alpha. You know. Arrival is Bravo Boff. Uniform Mike 1 Lima. Okay. And that's it. Lots of other bits there. Lots of other bits and pieces, but look, let's keep it simple for now. Okay, that's that done. I'm going to put this behind that under there. Just looking at the chat here. Good. And no newbies today. How unfortunate. Newbie is a good thing. Maybe I shouldn't. That's a little bit degrading, isn't it, saying newbie? I am a newbie, after all. What's a better term to use? You know? I don't like beginner either. Let's go to the cockpit and get ready, so. You got no baggage or services, by the way. I don't know why. Okay, so, flight plan. Let's go to init, just like we did at the beginning. Request init. Dublin. So it's great. Once you switch off the engines, it'll reset everything. So you gotta make sure you switch off the engines when you do your turnaround, okay? So flight number 02. Cost index of Ryanair 3. Crew level is flight level 190. That temperature looks about right. Great, let's go to init 2 while we're here and get the mass and balance on. So let's say we're loaded up. My flight, it'll ask me to re-import. Go back here, import next flight. Some random Philip says the star I need isn't in the MCDU. Well, let's see what I get here. Departure Dublin. Arrival. Let's check this out. Okay. Mass and balance. Okay, sorry. Mass and balance. That's where I wanted to go. Let's load the aircraft. Oh, hang on. Do I have to... Yeah, load the aircraft. Instant. I was hoping with GSX I could, you know, do the whole thing realistically, but keeps killing the stream. So 56.9. I'm going to go 57.0 just to round it up here. It goes the jetway. I'm just drinking my tasty beverage as I'm doing this, folks. Tasty beverage, all important. So 67.0 and 31.3. 67.0 and just... That's 0.3. 31.3. 31.3. Block fuel is as per sim brief. Let's see what I get now, some random Philip. Some random Philip, are you... Oh, hang on. Some random Philip, are you using SimBrief for your flight plan? Confirm block. Now, performance. V speeds for departure. Boom. No, we're using 28 right, please. Flaps 1. Force toga. No, we've got a longer runway here. So no. Anti-ice. We'll put that on as we go up, okay? Packs on. What's the temperature on the ground here, actually? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Plus 10, plus 9, that's fine. Oh. Okay, fine. That's all good. Get the weather. 1005, there's the wind. Calculate. Get my face back. Face cam. And get the controls cam in there as well to take off. Calculate 141, 141, 143. 141, 143. 141, 141, 143. 141, 141, 143. Down to 55. 55. Flaps 1. Down 0.2. Boom. That's all there. Flight plan. Our departure. Let's see what we get now. We're taking 28 left. And it says here, use BOFUMA 1A. BOF uniform Mike 1 Alpha, but it always drops the digits, so that looks good there. Now, also remember some random Philip. It'll leave a digit out sometimes. Like it just did mine in the sim brief. It says BOFU M1A. So there's an M missing here. I don't know why it does that. Right? But you might get a digit missing sometimes. Just thought I'd point that out to you. Let's do our destination arrival now. We're approaching runway 27. ILS 27, thank you. And again, BOF U Mike 1 Lima. There it is there. For some random Phillips, it says I need typo 3A, but it isn't there. So I don't know. I don't know. Now, when I go into SimBrief, if you're using some random Philip, oh, you are using SimBrief. I always use the first one. Oh, it's not here now. But it's the first, because it gives you a list of flight plans, which one you want to use, and I always use the first one. Always use the first one first. You know? So I don't know what's going wrong there. Try it again there. Try it again with a different flight plan. And when I go into my flight plan, now, oh yeah, you know, some random Philip, make sure your nav database is in date, okay? So in other words, if you see, I'm using, that could be your problem. I'm using Navigraph. I don't know. It could be your problem. And this is a problem I had. And it confused the hell out of me. And it was stupid of me anyway. I should have known. But if I go into, I have Navigraph here, and it's 10 quid a month. You see here, I've got to update my nav cycle here. Look. Now, I don't know if it's the same. I'm going to update it here, because I know I have to update it. Okay, it won't do it now. But I use Navigraph, so it's all up to date. So that doesn't happen to me. It's 10 quid a month. Do you know? So you might have to, I think you can do it for free. And some places, I don't know, but you're going to make sure your AirAC cycle is up to date. That's all the data with regards to your SIDS or stars and all navigation things. So that's probably your issue, you know. So if I go in here to init, just give me if it's out of date or not. Now, where was that? Data? No. Frog? No. Tells you somewhere if it's in date or not. I don't have the Navigraph subscription, so I don't have it. Okay, so that's what happened to Random Philip. But here's what you do, okay? Here's what I used to do. I go to plan mode and make sure I select one randomly. You know, and see if all the jots are joined together. Simple as that, really. Do you know? So now, am I in plan mode there? Yeah. So I would just see if, so that's your issue. If you can do Navigraph, or you can find it in other places up to date. I'm sure of it. So that's all the lines are dotted there, look. So that's going to be, look at this. This is a sharp turn, and that's 10 miles. So can we make that turn? I don't think so. Because it's radar vectored into Liverpool, I'm guessing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another waypoint out here. Right? So I'm going to create another waypoint. So what I want to use is, I'm going to create a waypoint first. So I want it out here, by about 5 miles. Okay? So that heading there would be about 030. So I want it 030 at 5 miles. So I'm going to create a waypoint called grip. Now where do I want it? I think you just type it in here, right? Grip, G or IP. So I'm creating a new waypoint. So I'm going to hit, now where am I going to put it though? I want it after CF27 or before CF27. CF27, so I'm going to put it here. No. Nothing happened. So place. So I gotta select a place. Can I select another waypoint? I don't know. Let me just, can I zoom in more there? CF27. So I'm gonna put CF27 here. I'm not too sure if it has to be a VOR or a waypoint or what. So CF27 is the place, slash the bearing is going to be 030. And I'm going to want it at, I'm going to put 6 miles, 5 miles. Okay, so I'm going to hit return on that. Oh no, I'm going to put it in here. And it's going to be the one nearest to us. Store. So I've created the waypoint. It hasn't put it in yet because I've only created the waypoint. So now I'm going to put it in. So I'm going to go back to flight plan. And I'm going to put in, let's go down here to CF27. I think I may have to come out of plan mode with that. Look, let's just try it as it is. I've done this rarely. There's CF27. I want to prefer to CF27, so I'm going to put it in here. So I'm going to put grip, G or IP. Put it here, so it should put it above it, I hope. No. Okay, bear with me, folks. I'm going to have to... Let me try this again. I must have done something wrong. I've done this rarely. CF27. Maybe it doesn't like that. Maybe it has to be... I'm thinking maybe it has to be a VOR or something. Or an actual waypoint. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's go back to flight plan. Get to our place here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Right, let's put on the waypoints. No. VOR. Oh, give me an NDB or something. There's an NDB. LPL. So I'm going to try it from the NDB. LPL. I want it maybe now about 10 miles out from here. About 070. 070. 8 miles out. I suppose get something around about out here. Right, so I'm going to try LPL. So, I've got to go through that whole process again. Sorry, folks. G or IP is the new waypoint. I want to put it before CL27, so I'm going to hit there. Hang on, let me go back here. Let me go back here. I just lost my train of thought. Where are you? No, send me back to the beginning again. It's a bit finicky. LPL. Why is that lighting up there now? I'm confused. CF27. G or I P. I want it above CF27. Oh, it already stored it. There it is there. So the problem is I had to put it from somewhere. So there it is there. I'm going to put insert here. Hopefully this is going to work. No. Okay, this is discontinuity, but that's okay. Okay, I got it. Right. So now I'm going to go over to grip and then a nice turn in here. Right, so all I have to do is delete the discontinuity. Hit the clear button and boom. Insert. Now that looks better, doesn't it? That looks a lot better. So I'll be coming in at a 30-degree angle from 20 miles out. Play around with it. It's a bit fiddly though, I admit. Let's go away from plan mode, so I'm happy with that. Let's see how that works out. You know? Let's see what you're saying. I don't have the navigation. Okay, so Navicraft, that was my problem, some random Philip. It caused all sorts of confusion. Get Navicraft, you'll be happy. You'll be happy. You get all the plates, and they're all like real. They're all real world, but they're not legal, you know. Okay, so our flight plan is in and done. Okay, flight plan is all good. Now we're getting our passengers back on. We got our mass and balance. Let's get some checks done here. Let's get our beacon light on, strobe light onto auto. The nav lights are already on. Runway turn off lights. Good, that's good there. APU is already on. We want the APU bleed to start up the engines. And other than that, we're all good to start the engines. So let's kick off the engines now, folks. Let's just backtrack first, shall we? Let's get all the stuff disconnected first. So that was a little bit of a delay in our departure, but hopefully we learned something new. So I think what went wrong there the first time was that you have to use a waypoint. You can't just use, sorry, you have to use a VOR, NDB, or an actual waypoint, not, or no, I think it's an NDB or a VOR, I'm guessing. That's what I need to do there. So our aircraft is loaded. I got a bit carried away there with other stuff. Okay, that's all good. Let's get stuff cleared from the runway now. Let's go to ground services. Let's remove the ground power unit. Clocks and cones can go. And let's get pushback. Now we want to go. It's right behind us, so yeah, we want to tail to the left. Hold the truck. Give it a second to catch up. Who's still with us? Let's have a look while the truck is connecting. There's a fair few people in Dublin. There's Lonely Reaper. There's the gun there. There's Ian Bevo. There's Nighthawk. There might be a few others that are new. Say hi in the chat, folks. It's busy in Dublin, isn't it? It's a popular place to go, you know? It can be a busy little airport, especially when that new runway comes in. The new runway, as you can see, is over here, I think. Is it? Okay, Orbex is covering. There is the beginning of the new runway. There, look. All that stuff there, see? So we just want the flight sim peeps to get that scenery organised. Okay, let's go back now. Parking brake off. Back we go. Everything's good. Yeah. Come on. Start with you. Neighbors. I don't know what to tell you. So very nice.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this mostly uncomfortable and exhausting flight. We will be taking off shortly. We ask that you fasten your seatbelts and stow your loud babies in the overhead soundproof lockers. Those of you with large, oversized, ugly babies can stow them under your feet. We also ask that your seat and table ties are in their upright position for takeoff. Please ensure all personal electronic devices, including laptops, cell phones, and powered sexual implements, are powered off. Smoking is prohibited throughout this flight, but we will serve large amount of alcohol to ensure that your intoxication levels are high. For these of you who are feeling unruly, alcohol is provided to ensure your personal intoxication and dehydration on arrival. Those of you who are mentally compromised will also be offered alcohol, but smoking e-cigarettes is mostly definitely prohibited. This will make sense to us for some reason. Thank you for choosing Reaper Team for your flight, and we hope you enjoy this journey with us.
Don't disconnect it. There we go. No new business. Can I have the info? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, sorry, Lonely Reaper. I didn't read the chat there for a bit because I was busy My apologies. So let's give you the info here from SimBrief. Here we go. Boom. Control B. So it's the first one. I said I get the first one. The altitude is level is 19,000 feet. I'll put in flight level. I'll put it on YouTube there just for your curiosity. Flight level 190. Damn it! Flight level 190. There we go. Flight level 190 into Twitch. Flight level 190. Can I have the info? The Dublin freeware I have included the new runway, but no procedures. Yeah, Nighthawk, I tried that. I just got rid of it. Yeah, it didn't work for me. Didn't work for me. I said I'd wait for the real, because apparently I watched a video on it, and they said it's going to be really cool. They're taking their time with it. MK Studios, I think it was. Look it up there and see. Okay, so our engines are good for the left, for the right, for number 1. Let's kick her off as well. It's going to be night approach. What time is it now? Because it's 8 o'clock. Oh yeah, okay. It's at 8 o'clock, which is her buttons will want that thing. Because that's when she usually gets it, you know. So let's see if she... Let's see here, right? Because you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. She's going to go ballistic now at 8 o'clock. So hopefully she'll sleep through it. And I give her her thing, her treat, at the other end. It's difficult. It's difficult with a beagle in the cockpit. The engine number 1 now is kicking off. Very nice. Well, that's doing its thing. Let's arm the... Let's put the flaps... and the spoilers are armed now. Let's put the rejection tank with the brakes here as well, up to max. Let's get our taxi lights going. When we turn off lights, taxi lights onto taxi. Beacon is on, strobe, that's later on. Safety belt sign is on, and so it's no smoking. APU bleed is on. Okay, let's switch that off then. Are the engines good? The engines are good and available, so now we can switch off the APU bleed. And we can switch off the master for the APU. So the APU is now off, and we're running off the power of the engines. And now we can start taxiing. And while we're taxiing very slowly, I'll try and do the checks. Okay, so throttle brake off. And adding a little bit of power. Let's move off and get to the beginning of 2.8. Very nice. Come on. A bit more power. Let's get our checklist start here. See if we can do this while we're taxiing very slowly. For takeoff, window propage, yeah, that's fine. Heading indicator, altimeters. I am going to put the up to 19,000 feet straight away. It would be handy if I click that button there to get hundreds. 90,000 feet is set. Everything else is managed. B for the QNH. QNH is 1005 still. That's great. Standby instruments are good. Radios and avnades are good. Autopilot is... We've got the auto throttle. Should be on, no? Hopefully it'll come on automatically. Flight directors are both on. Auto brake is set to max. Yes. Elevator trim. Didn't quite do the elevator trim, did we? Not quite. Down 2. Elevator trim down 2. That's set. Do I have it in the controls? Yep, down 2. Let's go for 128. Which is just here, just ahead. So we got permission to cross that runway. I'm going to say yes. Ooh, there's someone on final. We better be quick. Look at him. We better be quick. Expedite crossing of the runway, please. The police are, yeah, brilliant, very smart from the police. You know. Flight controls checked. Autopilot's good. Trim is set. Before takeoff, park and brake. Instruments, engine instruments are good. They're checked. Takeoff data. We're happy with VR12. Landing lights. We put those on. I suppose we put them on now. Is that to takeoff? Strobe on. Peter heaters, auto de-ice, no worries, and transponder, TRRA, and radars. Good. 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 Let's hit takeoff config. Interesting. It's not giving us anything for takeoff config. Why would that be? Yeah, there you go, Reinhardt. Thanks for that. I just thought I'd give you a bit of a fright there. Don't you just love the traffic, folks? Don't you just love it? Come on. Come on. I'm going very slowly on purpose. I'm going to have to catch up. I forgot to put my APU on. I Lonely Reaper, I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. You'll catch up. You'll catch up. Okay, good. Everything's good to go. The only thing I'm worried about, I'm not getting any takeoff config. It's not showing me anything at all. It's not showing me the checklist. It's giving out with the side stick. But I don't know why it's not giving me that. So let's see what happens when we take off. Okay, 50%. Engines are stable. Good. And take off to flex. Flex set 55. SRS. Runway nav and auto throttle is blue. Get on the center line. Is that wind again? Lots of rudder to get on the center line. Releasing back pressure on the stick now. V1. Rotate. Very gently. It just wants to blow us off the runway, the wind does, you know. Just wants to blow us right off the runway. Positive rate, gear up. The wind is 20 knots from the left. A little bit choppy. I'll keep hand flying for the moment. Going up to flaps. Flaps up. Set to climb. Climb set. Autopilot 1. Autopilot 1 is active. And armed. You can switch off these guys now, no? And you can also disarm the auto brakes and the spoilers. Spoilers disarmed, auto brakes disarmed. Good. So thrusts take off. So thrust is now. Oh, that's the takeoff checklist. You don't need to remember that. Jeez. Climb out checklist. Thrust levers is in the climb detent. Yes, it is. Autopilot 1 is enabled, and that's good. And it's doing what it should be doing. And it's accelerating. Taxi lights are off. Yes, the taxi lights are off. Our transition altitude, altimeter is going to be changed at 5,000 feet and 10,000 feet. Okay, and the lights off as well. Okay, we're all good. So far, so good, folks. Going up to 5,000 feet, which is going to be a transition altitude. Let's have a look outside quickly. Let's have a look at there, Dublin. Oh, by the way, Orbix have a Dublin, which is actually quite good. Now, I know I've been bitching about them there, but they're actually, the Dublin's quite good. See a little bit more lights here. Now, if Orbix had that kind of, if they put on all the lights even with that scene, it would be great, because there's kind of lots of orange lights in Dublin. There we go, we're off. There are the boys behind us. We have, of course, it's not coming up in the tags again. What a pity. What a pity. But don't worry, I'll get you in the way. 5,600 feet. Let's go to standard on the Q&H now. Boom. And boom. Now the next job is 10,000 feet. Landing lights have to come off. And that's 4,300 feet to go. And we're sucking diesel, folks. Yeah, I did forget that. I wonder what happens when you forget that. That was Lonely Reaper. Thank you. He says, oh no, was it Lonely Reaper? No, it was Nighthawk. He says, you've left. You know, well done. I was just testing you there to see if someone would spot it. And you did, Nighthawk. So you're a hero of the channel. I was just going, oh, no one spotted that I left this on to start mode. No one's seen it. What am I going to do? But Nighthawk spotted it. Well done. Congratulations, Nighthawk. Let's have a look at the comments here now. Let's just get me cleaned up here and just get organised, because we've got more stuff to do here. Right. We're coming up to 10,000 feet. So let's get those landing lights off. They're off. Safety belt signs are... they should have been off. Okay, they're on now. Oh no, they should be off now. Wow. Off, and let her have a chat there.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may rely
And we're all good.
safely bells and scramble around the cabin now.
Let's have a look outside.
Out alcohol shortly. Please order more than just one drink at a time. Ask customers. The toilets
There's
are
Dublin. See if
also
you... I can see it because I got a 4K TV. I'm lucky enough to have up a little bit more lights there from Orbix. I got to put some good sceneries down Dublin. I have to, and I even have the Pigeon House chimneys, all these landmarks. I would like to have that. I don't know if they have lights in the Pigeon House chimneys anymore, but we can't go close up today. But they did a good job at that, I have to say. Anyway, let's have a look at YouTube. Some Randy Phillip says, "Good. Have a good flight. See you later." Okay, Randy Phillip. He says, "Damn, I have to go for dinner. At least I did a good takeoff." Don't worry, Randy Phillip. One thing at a time. Well done. He says, "I'm not convinced my multiplayer is correctly set, as I could see you and I don't know if you saw me." Let's check if you're on the North European server. So we get you sorted out, Randall Phillip. Rainbow Dust Coffee says, "The new Eagle airline, when you want to fly, take it easy with the US Eagle airline. We're always taking it easy." Okay. Good stuff. All good. Have we got many watching? No. I think the first bit of the flight was enough for most. That was a view there I recognised quite well. I'll switch off the cameras there for just a little bit of real estate there. Oops. There we go. I'm gone. For now. Now, I'm going to tag up here. Hopefully you guys are with us. See, stop tagging up my friends now. I'm not pleased with that. You know? It's just unacceptable. I think the sun is a little bit too orange. There's a lot of orange going on here, folks, isn't there? A lot of orangeness going on. But look, we'll fix it. Now, I'm going to get up and get myself a refreshing beverage. It'll only be about 8 seconds. And I get producer buttons to treat as well. 8 seconds there. And I'll fill my beverage. Okay, Button Street or 8 o'clock street. You weren't. Think that happens. Good job. Okay, folks, sorry about that. I just had to go and get Button Street. Back. Where are we? Where are we in space and time? We're at our cruise level already. Okay, I could be quick now because it's going to happen quickly because we do, after all, have a tailwind. Shit. Yes, I said that word. That actually happened. So, face cam, the controls cam. She's Buttons is happy with her treat and she's secure. I'm going to be quick now because we're going to get there really, really quickly. Let's go to flight plan. Oh, God. Flight plan. Flight plan. 117 miles. Okay, so we got about 60 miles. Just less than 60 miles to descend, so we've got 60, 40, 50 miles to go. Okay, so let's get our approach data in there. Boom. Boom. Q&H at our destination, at our arrival, is, see how fast we're going, 1007. 1007. Yep. Temperature in Liverpool is 11 degrees. 11. I'm going to try my little head thing here. Can I do that? No, that's a bit messy. Okay. Toby's not going to happen there. The winds are 180, 12 knots. 180 southerly at 12 knots, yeah. Okay. Transition level is 5,000 feet. Approach, I want 145. It says 140, but I don't know. What do you think? Because I'd never do the approach thing. The speeds for approach, and that's going to be figured out as well, no? It seems to automatically calculate that somehow. You know, so we want Navigraph next. Want some Navigraph Poos. Let's have a look at Golf Papa. The Cat 1 is 6, what cat's category C, yes? So decision height is 600 feet. 600 feet and 3,000 feet, 2,500 feet for the approach to the ILS. So 600 feet. 600 is our minimums in the bar. Landing config is full. That's that done. 2,500 feet goes in here. 2,500 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2,500 feet is set. Radius. The approach course for Liverpool is 278, and we have hang on. Hang on. Ooh. No, that isn't Liverpool at all. I'm looking at. Excuse me. Let me just double check that. Echo Golf Papa. I'm just in Navigraph here. Let me just double check that there again. Liverpool. We're coming into runway 27. Approach 27. There isn't one. Oh, there is. Oh, NDB LS. DB, yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're that's foolish of me. I was looking at the wrong place. So 2,000 feet. To join the ILS, and the approach course is 266. 266 we have here, and the frequency is 111.75. 111.5. Checked. Good. There we go. That's where I got that from. There is the frequency there. So we're going to come around out here and in like that, and I put the waypoint up here so we get the nice turn, and hopefully that will work out. No? So that's everything done. Back to flight plan. 88 miles to go. We have 13 miles now to our descent, so it's quite quick, isn't it? Let's see if we can see the boys. I see Lonely Reaper there in the corner of my eye. No, Nighthawk Johnny F. Lonely Reaper, yeah. and it's a whole load bunched up. I can't read anybody else, so that's cool. Let's declutter now that beautiful view. We're coming into the golden hour, folks. That's all the shit we left behind in Dublin. Yes. See, the weather comes from the Atlantic and it builds its strength over the sea from America all the way over to Ireland. And of course, weather loses its power over land. So in England then, it dumps all the shit in Ireland. All the weather gets kind of dissipated a little bit because it comes over a little bit of land. And then we kind of protect England from the really bad weather. And especially, you know, if you think about it, everyone here on the west coast of Ireland, like Galway, etc., it's terrible weather there. Limerick, you know, even they're protected from them, but then even more so. Look, you know, so they look good to have us. It's you're good to have us. That's what I'm saying, because we protect you from all that bad weather. It's a fact. It's actually a fact. I'm going to take off my my face here just for the moment, if you don't mind. Where is my face? I'm just going to take some of my drink. It'd be rude for me to be, you know, drinking in front of you, I would think. Because I didn't set the chrono either. Okay, so we're going to start our descent already, folks. We've got a blistering, almost 17 knot tailwind. So let's kick that off now and get ahead of it a little bit. We are now descending, and you write there, producer buttons. She might have a bit of code as well, folks. Are we descending? Negative. Now we are. Okay, great. Okay, we're descending now. Please let this go smoothly. Let everything to go smoothly, folks. We're getting a bit fast and putting down some speed brakes very gently. We're all good. So, everything's set for our approach. No, not our approach, but our descent. That was quick, folks. That was quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will be making out of
Cruise, fuel, radios, autopilot, lights. Yeah, altimeter set. Yeah, oh, yeah, no. Q&H in our destination, as I said, was 1007. Once twice, we have it there as well.
If you are not a subscriber on Twitter or member on YouTube, please consider joining in order to secure our adventures fare into the future. Thank you.
There's a waypoint I added. So just note to self. Looks to me like if you've got to pick a position for your waypoint, and it can't be another waypoint. I'm thinking it has to be VOR or an NDB or some sort of physical. I think. Add a bit of power now for that constraint. Let's zoom in a bit. And I take the speed brakes off. I'm just trying to figure out why idle is flashing like that. I didn't load more fuel. Did I? You got enough. Oh god. That would be, you know, got loads. So everything's good. We're all happy. We're fat, dumb and happy. 14,000 feet. We're descending now. Next job. 10,000 feet. Is arm approach mode in the flight management system. I know it's not called the FMC, Flight Management Computer on the Airbus. FMC, I just can't. I have to get what that acronym actually means before I change that. So that's all good. We're on standard, 13,000. We've got the TCAS behind us. There's someone there, 7,900 feet. If you can barely see it, above us and descending. That's 8,000 feet. Yeah, because we're descending too, remember. So Liverpool at issued at 5 o'clock at the 5th today at 1950 Zulu. Wind is 80 at 12 knots, varying 30 to 130 degrees to 200 degrees. Visibility is 8,000 meters. Light rain. Scattered clouds of 1,500 feet. Broken at 21. Temperature 11, dew point 9. QNH 1007. Interesting. Haven't seen that one before. Showers of rain. ES. Or E. Or E. Recent showers of rain, perhaps. Is my guess. 11,000 feet now. There's one of the boys. Of course, it doesn't pick up your tag there. There's Ian Bevo there. Ian Bevo is also with us in the Vision Jet there. Ian, welcome. Ian, I can't see that chap there. Let's say hello very quickly. 10,000 feet to go. 10,000 feet. There's Nighthawk, Lonely Reaper. Approaching the coast of England now. Oh jeez, what are you? Are we okay with our descent profile? So this waypoint may have screwed things up, I don't know. I'm presuming it recalculates everything when I add a waypoint, you know? So all is good. .7 miles as the crow flies. Let's put the LSO. Do we get an identifier? Yes we do. Yes we do. Let's put the landing lights on. Safety belt scenes off. Or on, should I say? Jesus. Let's arm things up. I know I'm a bit ahead of it, but can you do that? You know? Auto brakes onto medium now, and spoilers are armed. Now, I will redo that checklist because you can. I probably will use the spoilers again, and that will. Now, I need a bit of brakes here as well. I'm going a bit too fast. The reason I don't go too fast is because I want to keep it kind of low down here. So that's 600 feet. Transition level is at 5,000 feet. So we're good with that. I can get rid of those now. Big stop. Let's arm out the big thing. Jesus Christ. Yeah. The new thing is to go to performance and arm approach phase. Some of you are probably putting comments in there right now going, Gripper Sim, you forgot to arm approach phase at 10,000 feet. There you go. 210 knots odd. Okay, that's operating the way it should. Do we have constraint at that? Oh yeah, there's a constraint there. I'm going to keep an eye on this now to make sure. Okay, it's ascending again, great. Let's do a checklist here. Okay. Approach mode, done. Transition altitude recorder is still running, I think. Yes, it is. Approach checklist. Safety belt signs on. Radios are set and checked to check that speed. Establish 210 knots. For some reason, it's just above that. It's about 219, 218. Landing lights check on. Landing lights are on. Taxi lights are on. It's just taxi lights. Ground spoilers are armed. Auto brake is set. And then we're coming into the ILS and we're all good. Now, one very important thing, I want to don't forget to arm approach mode arm stuffed. So it's all looking good for the moment. So we're going to the grip waypoint now that I created. Producer buttons is kicked off. Producer buttons is kicked off, folks. Can you see producer buttons there? Not a very good camera, that one. Can you see now? Yes, you can see. See, this is what happens. Let me make that camera. Ow! 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 See, she's scratching my arm there. That's what happens when I'm on approach. You know? Let's get rid of that. 5,800 feet. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Where's that damn car? I need to set up buttons for this stuff. What was that? Let's get the camera in here. So let's see the controller. 5,500 feet. We're above the glide slope now, and that's fine. We got a bit way to go. It's 8 miles as the crow flies to the airport there. Bridget, I'll have to say no to you because you just got your thing. She just wants attention. It's what's happening there, folks. You know, here, put my face cam on there. So there we go. Oh, good. Okay, nighttime approach, folks. And don't forget, we stream Sunday, 2100 hours. That's 9 o'clock in the evening, local Irish UK time. That's Liverpool there. And during the week, in the big jets, let's go to Q&H here, 1007. Oh. Once, thrice. Q&H is set now. And we're going up to the grip waypoint. Now famous grip waypoint. I'm very proud of that. Do you know, had to add on a waypoint. It's got me out of a hole now because we would have been coming down like this. And that turn, we would have gone all the way past it. And we would have screwed up and would have had to go around. I can hear the rain now. Look at that. Can you see that? You can hear the rain. It's a really good sound. I can hear the rain. That was Alexa there. That's what that was. Now, but just buttons. You're gonna just relax now. Okay, let's think ahead here. 6 miles, let's go flies. Okay, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be 10 miles in. So what do we gotta do? What we're gonna do? Spoilers, make sure they're armed because I use them. Other brakes are on. 10 miles out, flaps 1. At 60 ME, 6 miles out, flaps 2, gear down. Which is what you're going to have to wait now. You're going to have to wait. If you can, I don't know if you can hear the little sounds which is the buttons is making. I'll give her a little pet there. Good dog. And we're still above the glide slope, folks. Let's see if this turn will get us down. It's 700 feet a minute. You know, we've got 1500 feet to descend now. I don't like the look of that. So let's increase. No buttons, please. Please. Not now. Please. Why? I have to put the camera down and see what you're doing. What's going on to me here? Please stop that now. No, we see we're too high. So I'm going to increase my rate of descent quite considerably. Flaps 1, 10 miles. Now I'm going to go back to manage mode. I'm going to get the ILS. Let's arm the LS. Let's arm the approach here.
2,500.
Good. We're on it now. $10 miles still to go. So I'm interested to see how this turn works out. It looks like it's going to be okay. I think we're going to be good, folks, here now, I have to say to you. 2,000 feet. He's set. Approach mode armed. .4 miles to go now. Flaps 3, gear down. Spoilers are armed. All is good so far. Can't see the runway yet. Goes down 3 queens now. We're doing 170 odd. Flaps 3 is 185. We're good. Flaps 3 now. Speed checks. Why aren't you slowing down though? We still haven't met the ILS. Okay, 7.3 miles to go. You can see the boys in front there. Let's just highlight them. Shady Sim is with us. Tony Reaper, Ian Bavo, and a whole load of others. The wind is coming at us at 38 knots now. Sorry, 38, yeah. 38 knots. We're 5 miles to go. Still a bit fast. Why is it going fast today, folks? Full flaps now. I know it's a little bit early. I want to see what it's going to do with the speed here. Why is it doing that? This is what happened to coming into Dublin. Why is it going faster than 160 knots? Does anybody know? Because that hasn't happened to me before. Deputy, thank you. Jalson, 2 reason. There have been accidents where one of the throttles slowly returned to idle without pilots notching, ending up crashing after takeoff. During the takeoff, keep your hands on the throttle until V1. I'm going to remove that. Okay. Okay. Why are we going 160 knots? That is ridiculous. So I'm going to disarm the auto throttle here and the autopilot. And we're going to take this in manually. Because that's just annoying me now. I've got to find out why that is.
1,000.
Manual now. Easy now. Ears down, full flaps. Add a bit of power, please. Feet on pedals, hands on throttles. Too slow.
100 above.
Oh, it's getting choppy now. Brilliant. Not choppy as in the winds with regards to the frame rates. I can't. No one can afford that, can they? Gotta give a bit more power. No one knows a bit because I can't.
Speed.
Come on. High. So that's go around, okay? That's a different go around. Okay, let's go around then. Okay. Toga. Flaps. It's getting choppy now. That I just can't. It did this to me yesterday. Autopilot on. I can't fly it like this. You see, this is killing the stream. This is turnaround business. Because after a short while, back to climb. Up to 2,000 feet, please. I'm going to take a right turn. Flaps schedule coming up. Do it manually. Take the flaps up as we go. Flaps are up now. this button is doing my head in here. No, wrong way. I need those switches. I need stuff I can put my hands on. I didn't want to do go around. I really didn't want to do one. So why was the speed too fast? I think I've had this problem coming into Liverpool before. It did say 140 on the flight management computer. Let's say we've got Jalpino here with us. Now this frame rate is going to kill. How long are we streaming for here now? Because that means we can't do the turnarounds. You know, it keeps doing this to everyone. 2 hours 37 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours 37 minutes, and it kills the stream entirely. This choppiness. So I think I may have to do one trip at a time, folks. You know, because this choppiness is doing nobody any favors. Let's have a look at Jopson there. Sorry, there's so much going on here now. Just let me just go back to Jopson says during takeoff, keep your hands on the throttle until V1. Then at V1, remove them from the throttle. Reason: at V1, you are committed to takeoff. No room for stopping anymore. That's right. Now, also, I think before I read the next comment is do that on the little things because they can sit back. Because the friction nut with the throttles. There have been accidents where one throttle slowly returned to idle without the pilots noticing, ending up in a crash after takeoff. Yes, yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right there. We do that in the little things. Don't take your hand off the throttle. Do you know? Yeah. So why was the speed too high there? On approach, it just wouldn't slow down. I thought auto throttle would manage that. Wasn't it here? Ah, the frames. The frames. $140. Look, approach 140. I think it barely. Do you know what we'll have to do, folks? I'm really sorry about this. There's nothing I can do about it. Is that the frame rates just die on the second approach. This has happened twice in a row now to us. Look, it's 10 frames a second. And that's update 11. And I don't know of a way to fix that. Look at that. 9, 10. I don't know. I'll have to. Can we do a cat 3 in this? Just get the computer to land for us. No. Oh, we can do cat 2. Oh, we can do 3B. Yes, we can do cat 3. So I'm going to do cat 3 because I can't control it with that frames a second. So we're going to do cat 3. So now cat 3A is 50 feet decision height on the radio. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go direct to the next waypoint. Oh, you see, even moving around, you know, flight sim, please fix this problem. Please, please, please fix this problem. Direct to 27. Insert. Approach mode is armed. And it's on approach mode now here as well. That is shocking. So I'm going to arm both autopilots now. All I can do is get it on the ground. I'm sorry we can't do the replay like that either. You know. Look at the way I'm looking around here. That is very, very, very displeasing. Of course, that time you're not going to see much, are you? No. So does anyone have any answers as to why Microsoft keeps killing the frame rates die after 2 hours and 30 minutes? You know? Okay, let's see. Let's check this again. Good, good, good. Okay, let's arm the stuff then. Still armed. Is the speed brake still armed? Yes, it is. Or the spoiler, sorry. This is an exact replay of yesterday with this frame rate business. Okay, autopilot all the way down. Could you be running low memory after 3 hours with all the programs you're running? Yeah, let's have a look at, what's it called, performance monitor. Oh, that's a complicated one. If I press Alt delete there, give me the task monitor, that'll give me a simpler. CPU's fine, memory's fine. Ethernet's fine. Seems fine. Memory 32 gigs. No. GPU's fine. That looks a bit high. It's GPU memory usage. Could you be running on? Yeah, I don't know, Nighthawk. I just don't know. Try turning off FL. Yeah, okay, it's traffic. Yeah, let's do that. Jesus. Okay, that's off. Oh. No, still 10 frames. Okay, we're coming down to the ILS. I've got approach mode armed. Use the buttons is going ballistic. G-Cook Scotland. I got a new PC and I've tried 3 times to fly the PMDG, and every time after 1.5 hours it goes from 35 FPS, which I've locked it, and 55 FPS. It's now, I've tried the default A320 Neo and it's fine after 4.5. My frames per second seem to have improved here now. I think. Let me have a look around. No, it's not. No, it's terrible. Okay, we're descending with the ILS. We're in Cat 3 now, folks. I can just see the runway coming up. I'm going to get it down. I'm going to do it. It's raining. 3.7 miles to go. Gear is coming down. Oh Jesus, I was sitting there chatting. Why? Okay, let's say this. We're going to be using... Ooh, it's bumpy. We're going to fix it. See that happens when there's not 2 pilots on board. Speed slightly. We're going to burn our brakes. We're gonna lose some braking power. Let's see what this puppy can do. Oh, we're coming down now to past 150. Yes, buttons. I'm aware you're nervous. 140 knots. Gears down. 4 flaps. It can barely handle it. Can it do it? Can it do it?
30, 20, 10, retard.
Stay in the runway, stay in the runway, stay in the runway. Stay in the runway, stay in the runway. You see the wind is blowing us off the runway, folks. I can't control it with the crosswinds. I couldn't control it with the crosswind. That wasn't going to happen with that crosswind, you know. I can't do the replay here. See, this is the problem I'm having. It doesn't happen very often, but it happens enough. The bloody frame rates. Now, I told you, until those wheels touch down, you cannot keep it straight. You just can't keep it straight with any kind of crosswind over 15 knots. There is no way. Let's just see what crosswind we have. I can't do the replay now because of that. But with this price here. Yeah, it's 20 odd knots. See, I can't do the replay now. What a shame. So yeah, so the problem with the flight sim, and it kills me when this happens. It really does upset me, because Microsoft is not modelling the crosswinds correctly once you're on the ground. It's just not going to happen. You know, it just doesn't model it. I've tried it in aircraft I fly, you know. I know, I'm very upset. I know. I can't go back. I can't. Maybe if I go to replay. Hang on. Maybe. Right? Maybe. Right? Stop recording. I'm gonna go to here. Replay. Pause replay. I'm gonna have to stop the replay in order to take over from here. But maybe I'll save it. Stop replay. Save. Oh, we can just stop the replay. Okay. Great. Okay, let's see where we are now. Buttons be quiet. Okay. It's still very choppy. I just want to land it. I just want to land it, folks. And because I saw the note that. Where are you? I did not put them on the weather radar. It's dead ahead there. I've no frequencies. I've forgotten about all the frequencies, all the flight planning and everything, isn't it? Yes, it has. So let's see if we can see that. I'm going to put it to daylight so you can see what's going on here. Daylight. Come on. See, I've lost the frames. No frames. No frames, folks. Where is the airport here? Just getting down a little bit here. Okay, we're going to do this visually, right? Now look at these crosswinds. 35 knots, and that's fine. Okay, half that's 15, right? 15, 16 knots. And the thing with flight sim is the minute this gets on the ground now, so I'm going to do this manually. All the autopilots are off. Right, so let's just try this. Keep an eye on this. .32 knots, so that's 15 knot crosswind. So it's very choppy. So after I touch down, we'll have to go on today. I'm sorry about this, folks. I'm going to have to look that up. Why does it die after 2.5 hours? It's all fine here, right? We're crabbing a little bit. We're on the centre of the runway pretty much. Adding a little bit of speed here. What are my flaps set at here? Oh, I need an indication of the flaps here now. Gear down? Yeah, so all the flaps are down and everything's good. 140 knots, adding a little bit of power. I don't need to because I can lower the nose. So watch this now, right? 29 knots, so 15 knots crosswind, roughly. I'm not too concerned about the landing because I've got such low frames per second. 24 knots.
1,000.
Get on it, get on it. Goes down.
Speed, speed, speed.
Oh, wow, I just died. I looked away from the speed there for a second. Just died. That's okay. Okay, although the frames per second are very poor now, okay? I'm going to lower the nose because I've got to get down. I'm too high. It's even harder with the...
I think great.
Sequence going to be way too high here.
Tank brake.
So I can fly down.
Speed.
Watch this now when I get to the ground. I know it's a terrible anyway. 29 knots, so now watch this. Is it going off? No, it's not. Not this time. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. But the crosswinds are off. Crosswinds are definitely off. I just can't keep straight in the runway with that crosswind. And it's got the bug here with the airplanes in the middle of the runway. Why? Maybe let's fix one thing today. General options and get is it Microsoft traffic? Look at them all there together now. I have switched off the fly-by-wire thing. That's off. Traffic. Data. Real world. That should be off. That could be it. Boom, 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 boom. Client save. No, they're still there. So I don't know. Sorry about that, folks. Bad end to the stream. Nothing I can do about it. But we kind of got down. And I think the turnaround is going to be very difficult for us. I wanted to do turnaround. I think I'll have to wait till update 12 because it's just too difficult. Mr. Rainbow, thank you very much. Did I thank you for the 15? He said, thank you for being so wonderful. Something for you so you can get new planes and stuff. Thank you, Mr. Rainbow. That'll go towards the channel as it always does, you know. Just a little bit disappointed with the end, with the performance, with the 15 frames a second, or is it 10? 5, you know, I can't fly it like that. You know, so that's got to be sorted out somehow. So what a pity, isn't it, with the frames? I'll have a look and see if anyone gets that. I'll have a look at the comments there after the stream because I probably missed a load of comments with all those faults there we had. What a shame. I just want to do turn around easily and it keeps doing this to me. So I'll research that, folks. And tomorrow I'll be on at... tomorrow's Friday, by the way. Happy Friday. Could you be running low on memory after 3 hours with all the programs you're running? I was reading that from Nighthawk. I couldn't see anything. Think when you use FSTL, you're supposed to keep real world traffic off all the time. You're right. And I don't know when I put that back on. But that happened anyway. Maybe that's FS gone crazy now. Maybe that's the problem. But it's always happened to me. Whether before I had FS LTL, that still happened to me. There's always an airplane in the middle of the runway. I don't know what's going on. So there you go, folks. Sorry for the bad last bit of the stream, which is very annoying. Apologies for that. Dan D says, I always enjoy your streams, Gripper. See you next time. Thanks, Dan D. I appreciate that. And thanks, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Rainbow. So let's say hello. Thank you, Mr. Rainbow, for your 15. And and then PVG became a member 3 hours ago. Did I see that, PVG 555? Thank you very much for becoming a member. I hail you, PVG. Right, thank you so much. Tomorrow we'll do one leg, maybe about 2 hours leg or something. We'll play with breaking stuff. I think we should break stuff tomorrow. Let's break things. Or I'm tempted to do circuits and engine failures in the circuit. Things like that. And the go around. Right? And thank you, Lonely Reaper, for resubscribing for 19 months. Wow. Where does the time fly? And thank you very much, folks, for your support. So I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll spend a while. Producer Button's going furious here. She's very displeased. Can you see her there? See Producer Button's there now? Camera angle? No, I can't. So we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Sorry about the mess there. But what can I do? Microsoft, please fix everything for update 12. Folks, thanks a million. I'll see you soon.